Well, hello, my peeps. This is your girl Jae Rae, and we are officially on our seventh fucking show. Is that insane?
Crazy.
I cannot believe it. Today is August 5th, 2026, and the numerology of the day today is the number 5. And the number 5 has everything to do with business. And if you don't know, with numerology, you always want to reduce the day down to a single digit, and that's where you're going to get the number 5. So, for instance, today, obviously being August 5th, 2026, you add all the numbers together, it comes to 23. 2 plus 3 is 5. That's how you do the numerology of the day. So I don't know about you, okay, but I can tell you for certain there was something in the air today. So this morning I woke up and I immediately felt it. I was like, something's up. Something's up. I don't know what I chose violence today. I was in a mood. And I've been in a mood since like yesterday. No specific reason why I've been in an effing mood. I mean, menopause definitely has a way of, doing it to you. But I've been in a mood and it's been a little like anger, like an angry feeling. It's just this weird feeling. And I'm not angry. I have no reason to be angry. Great life, happy life, all the good things, right? So then this morning I wake up and like I said, Bianca came and I didn't hear from her right away. So I wasn't sure. Oh, I have a piece of hair sticking out over here. It's going to drive me bananas. So I didn't hear from her. So I didn't know if she was going to come around 3 or if she was going to come early. So she shows up. And she brings the nap energy. You know what I mean? You want to take a nap when she comes over. So she brings in the nap energy and she said the same thing. She said, I chose violence.
I was like, what happened in the world today?
She's like, what happened? What went on in the middle of the night? So, of course, I call my astrologer, and I have a few in my back pocket. So I call this guy that I know, Antoine, and he basically is like, girl, you're always in tune. Let me just tell you what's going on. So he told me a little bit about what was happening in the universe and about what was going on. But it's true. Today has just been a day. And then, of course, I was asking other people, and they were like, yeah, today was not the day. And then I said to Lois, how was your day today? And he was like, girl. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, Eric, how was your day today? He was like, I had to fire a client. I said, oh, it was one of those. And then we talked, then I talked to Bianca and I said, Bianca, how was your day? She goes, I was down a rabbit hole at 3 a.m. and you don't want to know what I found. And I said, oh, it's like that. Okay. So I'm telling you, today's been a day. I'm not going to lie. If you've been feeling a little off kilter, if you've been feeling a little off, or you've been feeling like you are just frustrated or maybe even a little angry, make sure you call in tonight, the 515 JAE-SHOW. That's 515-523-7469, or text us at 315-523-7469. And I can help you understand a little bit more about why you've been feeling the way you've been feeling, because it's been pretty consistent with the way everybody has been talking along the lines of life right now. So a little bit more fun to start us off with. So, okay, tonight is the numerology number 5. Our moon is in Taurus. We are still in Leo season right now, and we are in the middle of a bunch of retrogrades. So the retrogrades, by the way, whether you know it or not, has a lot to do with why we are the way that we are, okay? So I'm just going to say this and just get it out there and so everybody understands it, okay? When we are in retrogrades, okay, so I'm going to get to that right now because that's where I feel like we should just go right to the retrogrades because this is going to make a lot of sense for a lot of you, okay? Number 1, the moon entered Taurus late Tuesday evening in the Eastern time zone. So all day Wednesday carries a true emotional tone after the urgency of Aries moon. So Aries moons is about getting stuff done. It's urgent energy. Okay. Taurus says, stop chasing and start receiving. This is a beautiful night for food, music, comfort, money, conversations, home projects, listening to the Jae Rae Show, and doing all things overindulgent. And it's funny because I ordered some Entenmann's cake. And Eric saw what I ordered. He just stopped in his track in the kitchen. He was like, who ordered this cake?
And I'm trying to limit my sugar intake.
So that would be a moon and Taurus energy, just so everybody understands that. So that Aries energy that we were coming off of, that anger, that fight or flight, went into that Taurus energy this evening. So just be aware of that. So tonight's astrology, the question you want to ask yourself is, what are you trying to force that might come together more beautifully if you just slowed down. Now, I don't know if you know this, but the weather has been awful here in Florida every single day. I mean, I know I've been in Florida since 2005, and I can tell you this has been one rainy day after another. It's been a shitty day. Even my friends up north, they're like shitty days, like shitty, shitty, shitty. Everybody I talk to has got a show. You could be realizing what's really behind people's intentions, what's really going on in the world, the truth. Think about what's going on right now in the Senate. Think about what's going on right now when it came to COVID. I have no opinions. Do not ask me. I'm not answering anybody's questions. If I got the shot, if I didn't get the shot,
I plead the fifth.
I'm pleading the fifth. I'm going to pull a Fauci because I'm not saying shit. All I'm going to say is this. And this is what I'm going to say. Nothing felt right from the jump. For someone like myself who's very spiritual, something felt off. Period. That's what I'm going to say. That's how I'm going to say it. I didn't believe nor deny whatever you wanted to do. It was your body, your choice. I'm a big believer in that, but that was it. That's how I felt. For me personally, something felt off. Didn't mean I was right or just for me personally. I didn't go around telling other people what to do, but for me personally, something felt off. And apparently I was right. Anyway, moving on from that Neptune energy, Neptune and Aries, it's all about you. It's about what you did to yourself. It's about not paying attention. It's about all the things Neptunian, and it's about that illusion and the delusion. So it's about really seeing the mask of who you are, and what you're about come off. So it's about that honest conversation with yourself. And then we have that Pluto in Aquarius, which is still in retrograde, and Pluto rules changes, big changes. Pluto rules transformation. Pluto rules Scorpio, but it also rules Aries. But it's in Aquarius right now. And Aquarius we're in the age of Aquarius. This is technology. This is about people seeing things play out on the world stage and the reality of situations that are coming back around again. So this is what we're starting to understand and starting to see and starting for things to be playing out. Now, that's on a collective stage, but now think about it in your own personal stage of life. Think about what's going on with you. And I know specifically, Bianca had said to me this morning, she goes, did you see the Perez Hilton video? And then Lo said the same thing, and then Eric said the same thing. So the answer was no up until about an hour ago. I saw the video, and to be truly honest, my opinion, which is worth 2 cents, my opinion is the fact that I think that he is definitely part of this Saturn in Aries. I think he's definitely part of this Neptune in Aries. I think he's definitely part of this Pluto in Aquarius. He was one of the first bloggers. He was one of the first people to out other individuals. He was the first gossip columnist to call people out for things that maybe weren't something that he should have done, because some people were not mentally prepared for the truth to come out for certain situations or whatever the situation may be. So, like again, he's going through that Saturn and Aries self first house, also that Neptune Aries first house, Pluto in Aquarius, social media. So it's not a big surprise that something like that would have occurred in the middle of the night, or where it was yesterday or today. What were you saying this morning? Or was
it was yesterday?
It was yesterday, yeah. It wouldn't be a surprise that all of that would, Age of Aquarius was a fabulous song. But it wouldn't really be a big surprise that that would be occurring right about now. Okay, so just a little FYI. So again, don't look at what's going on outside of you. Pay attention to what's going on inside of you, because you are the magnetic wheel that turns things around. So you're your own electromagnetic field. So you have to pay attention to that. All right, moving on. We're gonna make Carlos a little upset tonight, because our tin hat theory is going to once again, he's going to be very upset to find out that I feel bad. I don't want to say it, okay? But apparently tonight is the night where do you want to say it, Bianca? Go ahead, Bianca. You say it. Go hurt his feelings. It's okay. You can hurt his feelings. Hurt his feelings.
Which part?
So it's the part where
No, wait, which part?
It's the part where somebody was supposed to have met the moon.
Oh, it's Neil Armstrong's birthday.
Is it?
It's Neil Armstrong's birthday today.
Yeah.
Yes, and remember you had thought that he once again you thought that he was on the moon, that he discovered the moon, that he never made it to the moon. We have the video.
So we have the video.
We pulled up the video.
We got receipts.
Because we had to get receipts for you because I
We
know
have
that this
receipts.
really upset you tremendously because I know it upset you tremendously, but this is what I just want to let you know that is yeah, so we have proof.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Sid.
and Eric has it. So, but he basically refused. He refused to swear on a Bible.
On this?
Oh, my bad.
We really have proof.
Yes, he
Proof of what?
proof that Neil Armstrong never made
Listen,
it.
he
That never
put his
made
hand
it.
on the Bible. If
He
you have
would-
nothing
he
to lie
refused.
about,
He
you'd be
refused
like,
to put the hand on the Bible. He refused to literally put his hand. He literally refused to put his hand on the Bible
Yeah.
and
This
say,
guy chased him around with the Bible. Was like, sir, swear on it.
Yeah.
I'll give you $5,000.
So it's one of those things like when you were a kid, like say swear to God.
Yeah.
Oh, right, exactly.
And he didn't do it.
Or
Yeah.
say uncle, or say swear your mother.
And he was just like,
Stand on
no.
the crack, break your mother's back. Yeah,
And
it was
he's
one of
like,
those
no,
moments.
no,
and he was
no.
like, no, he
And he's
refused to
getting
do
chased
it.
around by this
He was
guy.
getting chased around.
Oh, he
She
definitely didn't go to the
She
moon.
got very excited when she saw this. Again,
I
you
was
know,
like, poor Lois.
allegedly.
Son of a gun.
It's allegedly. All right, so with all that being said, it's funny that tonight is episode number 7. Number 7 is the number of the mystic, so it's not a big surprise that tonight would be our 7th night here. The spiritual word of the night is serendipity. Spell it without looking.
Love spell it.
Spell it without looking.
How do we pronounce it?
Serendipity.
Serendipity. Serendipitous.
Do it.
Go ahead. Let's try.
S-E-R dipity. No.
You're really
All right.
making your high school teachers proud, bud.
So if you're a girl or a guy, I don't know whatever you are, I'm sure you watched the movie Serendipity. Did anybody ever watch the movie Serendipity? In New York?
This is the first time I ever heard the word.
They actually went to. Are you serious?
I swear.
I can't with you, Lois.
Lois, are you serious?
I'm 100%.
All right, so serendipity is an extremely spiritual word, but it's also a fabulous word. There's been songs played about it, there's been movies about it, and there is a restaurant
Like a
in New
happy
York
place.
City called Serendipity, which is an ice cream shop, where they have the $100 hot chocolate.
That's probably why I never heard of it.
I took my girls there. I took my daughters there when they were much younger, and it was fabulous. But there was a movie made about it. And serendipity or serendipitous situations is basically coincidences that collide with one another. Okay, so for instance, I'll give you an example. So how to recognize serendipity? It usually has 3 ingredients. You were moving, you were paying attention, and you were willing to change direction. Serendipity is not passive wishing. You still have to leave the house, make the call, open the email, attend the event, or follow the strange little nudge. So serendipitous is when you just have a desire and just a feeling that
Like
you
a
should
gut
go
feeling?
somewhere. Yes, or you should be somewhere. And it doesn't always happen when you're in your best outfits or you're in your hair and makeup. I can tell you that most people meet people when they don't look their best, feel their best, or they're kind of at the gas station or they're at the gas pump and they look like they just rolled out of bed in their pajamas and they meet the love of their
I'll
lives.
be honest. I get hit on more at the grocery store than any other place.
There you go.
I'm
That's what
like,
I'm saying.
how? I'm like,
So, girl, stop getting dressed up.
no.
That's all I'm gonna say. Stop getting dressed up. The men don't give a shit.
Sweatpants,
Okay?
hair tied,
Just-
window
ju-
makeup on.
Oh, she's just rapping over here now. So
Crazy.
serendipitous. So I just love serendipitous because I always think that serendipitous are to me the moments that shine the most when I'm working with clients. And I always loved when things come together for people. And that's why with my clients, they're always like, where am I going to meet them, Jay? Or how am I going to meet them, Jay? Or what? I don't want to take away the joy of that serendipitous moment because I feel like that's the part that you want to always hold on to. And those moments are moments you can't get back. So someone telling you exactly when, where, how, right down to the T. To me, if you're a healer, if you're a reader, you want to do your best to narrow that down or kind of omit a little bit. Yes, omission can be a lie. Lie to them, okay? You have to. I can tell you I mind fuck each and every one of my clients. My clients don't know whether I'm telling them the truth or not. Ex Bianca, she knows
I'm
nothing.
over here and I'm like, steal my joy, please. I don't care about serendipity.
She really wants me to steal her joy on the regular. Just so everybody knows, this is one thing that stood out. In Marilyn Monroe in 1962 was found dead in her Los Angeles home. Now, think about where we're at right now during this Lionsgate portal. Now, Lionsgate portals
Oh, that's
is what
right.
we're in right now until the August 12th when the eclipse occurs. So these are the times when serendipitous moments will occur. These are also times when things will happen that are fated events. That will occur. So, fated events are big during this time period. So, don't be surprised if anything happens. Also, we have Jupiter, which is also in retrograde, and Jupiter being in retrograde. We're going to bring an astrologer next week on this, but Jupiter is your husband. Did you know that? Venus is your wife, Jupiter is your husband. So Jupiter being retrograde, this is when people find their husband. I found my husband during my Jupiter return, my Jupiter retrograde. I met him, and I met him literally during my Jupiter retrograde. So big, it's a real thing. I know people don't. It's a real thing. I don't know where your Jupiter is.
Boys
So,
go to Jupiter to get more stupid.
Jupiter, girls go to college to get more knowledge.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
I know, listen, it's just stuff that we have to know. All right, now moving on, we're going to get into a little bit more of what is going on in the world. I just want everybody to know that I'm going to be doing their horoscopes at the very end of this show. And don't push it with the horoscopes, okay? We're going to take some callers. We're going to take some messages because I know we got a lot of text messages to go over. I just want to remind everybody that Spirituality 101 class is ready for sign up. If you go over to jrae.com, it's sitting right there. If you go over to jrae.com, it's just a click of a button. Simple, easy peasy, cover girl. We also are on Pop Call. So if you want to talk to me personally and you want to get a message to me, or you want to ask a message, or you want to do a tarot text line, you can get me right off my website. Go right to Pop Call, click the button, and everything is right there for you. And you can call me whenever you want. So call me. All right. So I love you all. So let's get to the first caller. Let's go, Eric. Where are we at? Last 4 digits of the number, zip code.
1241, and
Oh.
it looks like Florida.
Okay, Florida. All right, Florida in the house. Hello, this is Jae Rae. How can I help you?
Hey, Jerry, this is Andrea.
Hi,
I was
Andre.
just calling because it's been a clusterfuck these
Oh.
last 2 days, and
Oh, I
I'm just
know.
like, what the hell is happening?
It's not you. It's not personal. I know it's hard not to take it personal from the universe, but it's not personal. I swear to God, it's not. It has been literally, when I tell you, one shit show after another. And in reality, I tell you the truth, I've been exhausted. Like, I definitely don't even want to get out of bed. Who the hell was I to sleep the other day till almost like 11 o'clock, and then this morning I'm trying to get out. I just couldn't get out of bed. I was exhausted.
Well,
So I understand.
yeah, like yesterday, I all of a sudden got a headache and couldn't see. Like
Yeah.
my eyesight was just in both of my eyes. It became blurry. I ended up going to the emergency room because I started freaking out. I thought I was having a stroke.
I understand. No, I do. I understand. And it's been like that for a lot of people. And a lot of people have been coming to me and they're just like, when is this shit going to end? And I'm like, unfortunately, it's not. This is it, babe. We're riding the wave. You got to remember, I told you all in the beginning of the year. I know this is only my 7th show, but if you've been following me for 20 plus years, then I said this was the fire horse year and that we were going to come out of the gate in the fire horse year and it was going to be a no joke situation. And I have been really, really been on that with people big time. Like, there is the galloping. This is part of the collective. This is horses running, blazing. Think about the strength of a horse. Think about the marathon of a horse. Think about the pedigree of a horse. If you think about the fire horse year, think about your life and think about how synonymous to that it's been. It has been for my husband and myself. I can only speak for us in our own home. It has been one fucking thing after another. We have not had one weekend, one day, 1 week of a break between our 5 children, grandchildren, my career, his retirement, family, people being sick. I mean, you just name it. It has been just one thing after another. And thank God our relationship is strong because most people wouldn't be able to handle it. Honestly, with what him and I have been through and what we continue to deal with, we do it together as a couple, but it's not for the weak. That's all I'm going to say. So I hope that answers your question, but it's not going to get any better.
And I did have one question. I know
Which
it
question?
might be difficult for you to answer, so if you don't feel comfortable answering it, I understand.
Okay.
My friend's son,
Mm.
Is he going to wake up?
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. You want that answer? Do you really want that answer?
I honestly feel like he's not.
Because he's not.
I'm just being true.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
He's not.
I didn't think so.
Why am I getting this was a played out situation? So I'm getting this is like multiple things at once, coming together at once. What is that? If you can get
Him and his girlfriend was pregnant. She miscarried. This was a couple of months ago.
Okay.
And she's been spiraling mentally since then.
Okay.
Where they've been arguing a lot. And
Okay.
she was leaving. He sat on the car. Well, she didn't leave yet. He sat on the car to keep her there so they could talk. And she sped off. And he fell off the car.
So there's multiple things at once all came together at that very moment, which led to his demise, basically.
His head injury. Yeah.
Oh, the guilt that this woman is going to feel for the rest of her life. It's probably never going to change. I don't even see a percent. I don't even see a glimmer. I don't even see a freckle. I see nothing. I see blackness. I just see
I've
a
been feeling
void.
the same thing, and I don't want to say it to her, but I've been feeling the same thing.
There's a big void there. Listen, I believe in the power of prayer. You know me. I believe in the power of prayer. I believe in God. I believe in miracles. I believe that God can create miracles at any moment, at any time. Because this boy is too young, she's too young to have these type of fated events. Here we go again, fated events. To have to live with and deal with, for all eternity. And that's the truth. All eternity meaning that every lifetime that they come in, they're going to have to replay this. That's what past lives are. If you listen to anything about Dolores Cannon and about the New Earth, you understand that. But these fated events are real, and Saturn in Aries is going to be collecting the karmic ties that you've been creating or create during that fated event time period. So this is
and I dreamt her sorrow. Days before the accident happened, and I
don't think it was done with
I wasn't talking to
malicious
anybody.
intent.
Yeah,
I don't think it was done with malicious
intent. No, it wasn't.
No, this was not done with malicious intent. This was just a very, very sad, fated event that is really hard to make people understand. And this is where people say, well, where is God in all of this? That's why everyone should watch The Shack. If you haven't watched The Shack,
you told me about it.
Yep.
And I watched it.
You have to watch
a really deep.
You have to watch
movie.
The Shack. If you watch The Shack, you would understand what fated events are. You would understand what God does, how God works. If anybody is having any trouble with understanding who God is and why God does what he does and the reasons why he does what he doesn't do, where he doesn't protect every single person, or he doesn't save every single life, or he allows world war, or he allows feast and famine, and why does he allow sickness and health, and why does he allow all of these things to happen, you need to watch The Shack. You need to watch The Shack to have a better understanding of God's will and God's knowing of how he loves his children. You have to understand. You have to watch The Shack. If you haven't, I suggest anyone who's listening, please watch it. But expect to have a tissue box.
Oh my God, I bawled my eyes out.
Expect to have a tissue box. Expect to call me with 1,000 questions, because one of the, Andreas knows this, one of the, in Spirituality 101, in one of my courses, one of the homeworks was to watch The Shack. And needless to say, nobody came with a dry eye to the class, and it was a lot of questions, and the why and the where and the how. So, but thank you for calling in, Andreas. I appreciate it, and
I appreciate
I'm so
it.
sorry to
I
hear about
appreciate you
that.
so much.
And I never say no to a miracle. That's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. All right, we're going to take the next caller. Eric, let's take the next caller, baby.
Now we got, looks like we got 2691.
Okay.
And it looks like out of New York.
Oh, NYC. What's up, baby?
Hi, how are you? I've been listening to you forever.
Oh,
I love
thank you.
your inspiration and everything.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. What's your question for me tonight?
So I was just wondering, but I've been having like these family problems. Like it's
Wait,
everybody
wait,
has
wait,
family
wait,
problems.
wait, slow down. Start again because you must have walked away from where you were standing and it started muffling up. So
Oh,
yeah. So stand
okay.
still wherever you are and just talk right where you're at. Yeah, because if not, it just keeps going in and out. So say that one more time.
Okay, so I been having like these family problems. Like my sister-in-law has done me so dirty,
Your sister-in-law,
and
you
my
said?
yes,
Okay.
yes, my sister-in-law has done me so dirty, but she actually did me a favor.
Hmm.
She cheated on my brother with my ex-fiance, and I just wanted to know if she's going to get her calmer. And
Laura,
it destroyed our whole family.
you think?
Like I was very close with my niece and my nephew,
Aw.
and then there was other things that have happened, and then my niece just reached out to me telling me that her new son, like I don't know what she meant by this, but she said her newest son, 'cause she has 2 kids now, the youngest that she just birthed, has the same birthday as me. She goes, I thought maybe you should know that. Well, God works in mysterious ways. I was like, what is that supposed to mean? So every time your son has a
I
birthday, you're
think
going
it's
to
a
think of me?
reminder. Yeah, I think, God doesn't listen. I say it all the time. I said this on a video the other day. I mean, I know that I'm one of God's chosen ones because let me tell you, every single time somebody tries to fuck with me in one way, shape, or form, Laura, their lives go to shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even, I have to do absolutely, people think I sit around lighting candles, doing some bruja stuff. I don't have to do anything. I just have to just be quiet and just let things play out however they're supposed to play out. But,
Yeah.
and I think in
I
this
mean, it has
particular
been doing that.
case, your birthday being her newborn's birthday is not a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. So what you're asking is the karma that she's already serving with herself and her own consciousness. She has to wake up every single day and love a child whose birthday is the same as yours.
It's her
Hello.
well, it's actually, the one that did it to me is now it's her grandchild. So it was
Regardless,
my niece that actually,
again,
yeah.
regardless, it's her grandchild, her child, whatever. She has to take care of that
Right.
child, and the birthday is the same birthday of the woman she screwed over, and her brother that she screwed over. So, listen, this I'm gonna say this, and this is Laura. So thank you for sharing that with us. That's personal information, number one. So I appreciate that. But the thing I want to say, and I want everyone to listen to the situation because I think everybody needs to hear this. Okay. We can't judge people's marriages nor relationships. We don't always know what was going on in the marriage nor the relationship, right? We don't always know. Look at Eric, he's nodding because you got to listen to what I'm saying here. You don't always know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you have house angels, street devils. Sometimes you have street angels, house devils. You don't always know what you're dealing with and the type of person they're dealing with one another. Okay. Now, for her to cheat with your ex-fiance, I think was a little shit in where you eat. I mean, that probably would not have been the best option.
Well, he's my ex now, but we were still dating while she was cheating. They were just going behind my back, which was terrible.
I'm agreeing with you, Laura.
Yeah.
Laura, there's no disagreeing with you here, honey. I'm just giving you a different perspective. That's all I'm trying to do here. I'm giving you a different perspective. So my thing with you is what I'm saying is wasn't the right person to maybe have an affair with. It was the closest proximity probably that she had in order to have an affair because she was very unhappy. People that cheat normally they don't cheat to hurt another person. They actually cheat and hurt themselves, and they cheat because they're unfulfilled in their own emotions. Something deep within themselves leads them to cheating. And this is something that trust me, I have counseled numerous, and I mean numerous information.
No, but I have to tell you this.
Tell me,
Jae Rae.
Laura.
You know what's so crazy?
I know you're mad.
Is that my brother and my sister-in-law, they continued on being married together, knowing what she has done, because it was all out in the neighborhood. Everybody knew.
So you're saying that your brother was still was considering staying with her after everything was outed?
And they're still together.
Well, because
they're still together.
And they're still together? Because your brother, well, I'm not going to say what your brother is because the men in the room are saying what he is. They're saying it in their heads. They're afraid. My husband's listening right now, and I'm sure he's just about to he wants to just chime in. Everybody, every man in this room right now, their faces are lit up like Christmas trees. Your brother staying with
Mhm.
her after the cheating and after all of that, that is again back to what I was about to say. You don't know what goes
Mhm.
on in each other's marriages. You don't know what goes on in the bedroom. And they like to say, pillow talk is the slide of the sword. So
Mhm.
it's about what goes on. You know what I mean? So they say pillow talk is mightier than the sword. And the reason why is because what goes on in two people's lives doesn't always make sense to you, but makes sense to them. And they have to live with that decision, not you. See what I'm saying? See, you can go and be happy, marry
Yeah.
somebody else, go have children. You don't have this thing that's hovering over your eyes and head and spirit everywhere you go. But the reality of that relationship, whatever that looks like, probably most likely did it for the kids and did it for what made sense for them. So again, I'm going to
Yeah.
say it. Will she ever get karma for that? She is already getting her karma in a way that you don't realize. It's the decisions that she has to live with and the decisions that she's made that she has to live with in her mind, body, and spirit. I hope that helps you understand. It's not going to be this. People think
Mhm.
karma is this one big horrible thing that happens to you. It's like, oh, I hope that she gets her karma and she da da da. You don't ever wish that any on bad. You don't want to ever
You
wish bad
know,
on anybody. But what you do say is that what pain she inflicted on others, I hope that she finds her peace, and I hope that she finds help, and I hope that she puts herself in a position that allows her to find some peace. Because if she's still miserable, she's still going to affect other people. You understand? Because misery loves company.
Mhm.
Peace
Yes.
is private. Okay? So
Yes.
sometimes you have to wish them
Absolutely.
peace. Yep, and not so much misery
Oh,
because
and I
then,
do. I
yeah,
pray to God all the time. I even pray for my enemies as well.
yeah,
Always.
yeah. And you know what?
Always.
At the end of the day, do we really have enemies? We just have people that want to be us. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's what it
Often,
is. It was
often
more
imitated,
jealousy,
never
but you know what? She
duplicated.
opens up my eyes. When this all happened, she really opens up my eyes
Hmm.
because I was so caring and so gullible, and I think that none of this would ever happen to me.
Laura,
And now
you're
I'm like,
very,
I'm stronger because
I
of
know
this.
that. And I know that it had to have hurt to be
Yeah.
involved in something as triangulatious as that. I am almost, listen, I'd probably be in an orange jumpsuit. I'm not going to lie.
I literally was about to
I,
say the restraints.
I mean, listen, I'm being honest with you. If I told you some of the shit that has occurred in my life and how you know what I used to think about? I only thought about the 3 kids I had and the fact that I was the only one who could take them to school in the morning. You understand? Like I had to really
Mhm.
think, who's going to take them to school in the morning? You know what I mean? Like who's going to put dinner on the table? Like I know sounds
Right.
crazy, but it was my children that kept me from not doing
Mhm.
bad things. That's all I'm going to say because
Right.
I've
Yeah.
had, listen, I my ex decided to, thought that the girl that I was trying to help out and come live with me, thought it was a good idea that they go watch a sunset together.
Oh,
Yeah.
see?
Yeah. Yeah, they thought it was a good idea.
I think you have something
Yeah.
because we have
They
the
thought it
same
was a
birthday because
good
I talk to you
idea
all the
and
time.
until I made it very clear that it was not a good idea. And
Drown somebody.
needless to say, it is what it is, but I didn't have to do much. I gave it to God.
Yeah.
Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Okay? I have to say that numerous times a day. Vengeance is mine, says the Lord.
Yeah.
But I am sorry that happened to you. So, are you dating now? Are you actually like gonna be out in the world? What are
I
you
am
doing?
not. I am not dating now. I had, I have been dating, but nothing serious. It's
Okay.
whatever. But I am looking for something serious. If it's going to happen, I'm just, I
Laura,
guess, letting it be. I don't.
Laura,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
something to you, and I'm gonna say it with complete and utter love.
Okay.
You have got to get over this. You are still so hurt. And unfortunately, it's filling up the room where somebody else could take the place of this hurt and pain. You can actually have somebody special. Think about replacing the pain, the hurt, the betrayal with actually a new love in your life. You know what I mean? Like if you thought about it that way, switched it out, you'd let some of this go.
Just remind yourself she's the one wearing the
Mhm.
scarlet letter, not you.
Yeah, she's the one who has to walk to the corner store, babe,
Just
not you.
saying.
Mm.
Just saying, mic drop.
You know, I mean, no, she's right, but you don't. And the only fool that you would have been if you would have continued to stay with your fiance, but you didn't. So the only part of you that you have now going for you is the fact that you're not scorned nor scarred by anyone or anything, and you have the option now to go live a healthy, fruitful, wonderful, romantic life with somebody and have, you know, God knows, children and all sorts of things. So remember, sometimes you were spared, and just be grateful for the sparing. All right?
Yeah. Right. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome, honey. You take care of yourself. All right, I'm going to take a text message because the phones have been.
I know.
They sure have.
I know.
There's a few on here.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for the text message.
Okay.
All right.
Last 4 digits, 8824.
8824. Pay attention. This is you,
Samantha.
Samantha.
She is June 12th, Scorpio rising. Gemini
Samantha,
sun.
who's a Gemini. 8824. Pay attention. This is you. All right, go
I am
ahead.
employed, but I am attracting / getting the fully remote job in joint choose utility permitting that I have tried manifesting since early this year with a minimum of 75K starting, guaranteed for at least 7 years.
Okay.
Or are there plans at my current job keeps talking about are finally coming to
Her
fruition?
current job. The other job that she's talking about. That ain't. Don't sleep with a new devil. Stay with the one you got.
There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. No. The current job you have is going to switch gears. Go ahead. Next.
Okay. Last 4 digits, 2285.
Mhm.
Victoria.
Victoria.
Hi, Jae Rae. It's V. Here, I would like to know how to protect yourself when you exit the house, what to have in the purse on a body. Is there anything?
So to protect yourself when you leave your home, spiritually protecting yourself, I'm sure that's what you mean. I'm sure you're not talking about having a Glock. I would
That works too.
I mean, that works too. I would say first thing, always have salt in your purse in a little vial or something like that, like a little bit of salt. Also too, you know, I always have some sort of like, this is my great grandmother's. I mean, I think it's over 100 years old. Amulet of some sort, a cross and chain, simple stuff. And always about when you're walking out the house, always, you know, surround yourself with the golden white light. And you just basically say, dear God and all the angels from head to toe, bless me and shield me with a golden white light so that nothing can penetrate through me, around me, or near me. Do that to yourself. Do that to your car. Do that to your loved ones. I do it to my husband every single time he leaves the house. I always shield him. I don't always have to physically do it. I just close my eyes and I shield him. I shield my grandchildren. I shield their houses. And shielding, it just looks more or less of the best way to describe a shielding is, you know, if you just make a house and go like this, put the windows, whatever it looks like, you know, and all you want to do when you have that is you just, you just want to make sure you put a big circle around it. That's it. So you just want to put a circle around the house. So have a mental picture of the home in your third eye and literally just put a circle around it and shield it. And what I like to do is I call it the wand. I make believe I have a wand, and then I just take the wand and I circle the houses. Now, some people actually take physical pictures of the houses and they do it that way and they create an altar. I don't do that. Doesn't mean you shouldn't. You can't. I'm not an altar person. I don't have an altar in my house. I don't really do that. Again, you altars all day. I don't. Whatever you want to do. You know what I mean. I don't really keep too many dead people's pictures in my house either, though. If you notice that, guys, I don't have people that have passed on. I don't really keep their pictures around my home. I don't. Because it's the energy of death is there, and that's why we keep them in our wallets. Sometimes we keep them close to our bed nightstands. We keep them where we can see them and you know, pray over them and pray for them. But keeping them around the house or keeping them, you know, in sight, in view constantly is kind of could be a little morbid.
Oh, because I have a picture of my grandfather from World War II.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying like old pictures here and there, but some people create an entire wall. You know what I'm saying? Of dead people. I leave the house like Bruce Leroy with the glow. That's right, honey. He does. He's like, whoosh. You know what I mean?
Is it a glow or is it sweaty because it's hot out?
No, it's a glow.
It's
My
definitely a
husband
glow.
glows. Are you kidding me?
You don't watch Bruce Leroy?
He glows. He glows. No, but for me personally, I don't keep too many altars of things around because you want to always keep new in the house, I guess is the way I'm putting it. Again, do what you want. You know,
Free will.
I'm not going to say who, I'm not going to say what, but I was just talking to somebody, whatever. Anyway, she has a wall of just living and dead, and as soon as she's mad at you, she takes your picture off the wall. That's not good.
My mom has this weird thing
Yeah.
about throwing pictures out of people.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Some people cut their heads out of picture. There's too much. That's too much work. Too much work. See, don't even put the picture up. It's not necessary. My husband goes, when are you going to put a nice picture of you and I on our wedding day and things like that? I said, when it happens. I don't know. I'm not really. It's not important. We have it in our phones. Yeah, I just do that, and I just do that. But I always say, like I said, dear God and all the angels, just continue to put white light around me and my family. Shield us in sudden, misfortune, whatever it may be. And I always, I have different prayers for different things.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give all my prayers up. Go ahead. Because they all work.
We'll go offline for
Giving
that
all,
one.
giving all my prayers away. All right, go ahead.
Okay, Crystal, girl, I know you've been trying to get through, so now we're gonna read
Crystal,
your text.
I'm ready.
8767. Yeah, Crystal's been texting like weeks, and I'm like, dang, I can't get to her. Okay.
Okay, all righty, Crystal.
Hey, Jae Rae, it's me again, Crystal, May 15th, 1989.
Taurus.
I never met my biological dad because he was murdered by his brother before I was born. I always wanted to know why he really killed. Was it jealousy or something more? Also, was his family involved? Does he have a message for me on the other side?
Oh, Crystal, I wish you could be a caller opposed to a texter.
Can we call her?
Can you call in, Crystal? That'd be awesome. If you can call in, give Eric the last 4 digits of your number and call in, because that's something I really want to discuss with you. It's not something that I could just via text. A lot comes through when you ask me about deceased loved ones. So the first thing I get is, I don't know, I just get a hot summer day. So I don't know if he passed away during a hot summer day or his birthday is a hot summer day, but I'm getting like June, July, getting a J, and then I'm also getting like this deep, deep wound. And I don't think things were done with, again, malicious intent. Very much like the first caller, I don't really get malicious intent. I kind of get, I don't know. I don't know, guys. You guys are boys. I know brothers fight. I know they fight. I know they can fist fight. I know they can really mean harm to one another. And then 5 minutes later, just like sisters, they're talking again. So you're asking questions that are a little.
I think she wants to know if it's like a Lion King moment, like Mufasa.
Oh.
Like a brother jealousy brother type of thing. That's what I'm getting for like.
I don't feel that it's a jealousy thing. I don't. When she said that, I got to know with that right away. I do feel that there was a lot of manipulation and lies being told, and I don't think that this was something. There wasn't an intention to kill. I'm going to tell you that, but there was an intention to scare one brother into another. If that makes any sense. So there was a reason for it, but I don't think the goal was to kill him. I really don't feel that way at all. I think it was to scare him into submission of some sort. So in the next question, I think was, does the family know? Was the next question? Does the family know?
Does he have a message for me on the other side? And was the family involved?
Going to
call her after the show.
Yeah. Was the family involved? Yes, very much so. Especially the mother. The mother was the ringleader, actually. The mother was the problem. Yeah, the mother was the issue. Not her mother, not the girl's mother. The mother of the father that passed, her grandmother. Yeah.
Like playing family members against each other.
Yes, she liked to pin the boys against one another. So there was a lot going on there. It had to do with money, had to do with property. I don't know why I'm getting a house. I'm getting like one needed to leave, one needed to move, one needed to stay. There was something going on there that one brother, the one that got killed, had more access to something than the other brother. So I don't know, Crystal. You have to tell me. Like I said, I'm doing this. This is just what I'm picking up. So if you want to call in, you're more than happy to. All right, go ahead, Eric. Next caller, hit me. Everybody, 515-J-SHOW is the phone number. Text line is 315-J-SHOW. I appreciate these questions. I love the fact that everybody has been a lot more thorough in their questionings for me, which makes things a lot easier. So it makes things a lot easier for Bianca as well, and for Eric. So thank you so much for being a lot clearer. Crystal, I hope I could answer you some more. If you want to call in, like I said, I'll be more than happy to read you on air so we can have a conversation. Okay, go ahead, Eric. I'm
All
ready.
right. We have 2719. It looks like Tampa side.
All right, 2719 Tampa. What's up? I put on for my city. On.
God. Oh
Hello.
my God. Jae Rae, it's Seattle. Give me a second.
Okay, take it.
My heart is beating so much.
Okay, take a
I'm
deep breath.
so
Take a deep
sorry.
breath. It's okay, sweetie. It's all good. Listen, my husband gets excited like this every day that I wake up in the morning that he gets to see me.
That's how I feel about Wednesdays.
That's how Bianca feels about Wednesdays as she walks in with her blankie like Snoopy and just lays on the couch and is very excited for a nap.
In a onesie next time.
Oh my
Sierra,
God.
take a deep breath.
Oh,
It's all
I
good.
love those.
It's
All
all
right.
good. I'm happy to talk to you. I'm
I'm
happy
gonna
you got
just-
through.
Yeah, Jay, you already know. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready, girl.
I'm calling my question,
Okay.
official question. Let me just get it out so I can, and then give you
Okay.
more after.
All right, wait.
Am I
Let's center
making the
ourselves.
right
Wait.
decision?
Let's do this together.
Yes.
Because we have to be in sync.
Okay.
Okay, your energy is like a mosquito.
Okay.
We love you, but we got to calm down. Okay? So you're not the first person to get excited to talk to me. Listen, my granddaughter, okay, Leilani sees me. She gets excited to talk to me. And even though she can't even say 2 words, she just coos and caws, but she gets excited. So let me just say take a deep breath, whistle it out. Yes, you always want to whistle things out. If nobody knows that, you know it now. It's a frequency.
Whistle.
Oh, well, if you can't, try to whistle when you work. Do what you can.
Life, but...
There you go. Okay. Now, hit me with the question.
Right.
Okay. Clearly.
Okay. Clearly, am I making the right decision for myself? I feel like I'm finally choosing self,
Okay.
but it's scary.
Yeah, of course it is.
And the reason why this is with regards to my love life, I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
We made 11 years this year.
Okay.
But things keep coming up.
Okay.
And
So how old are you right
think-
now? How old are you right now, Sierra?
Wow. I'm 33.
Okay. You're 33. So, and you're 11 years in with your current husband, right? Your current relationship, correct? You're married?
My current partner, yes.
Okay.
No.
No, you're not married, but you're together 11 years, correct? Partner.
Yes.
Okay. So, and you're 33, and so 11 years with somebody, you've been with them since you're 20 years old, 21? That's a long time. That's young,
Yeah.
right?
About
Okay.
22, 23, yeah.
Okay, great. So now, during that time period, have you had a chance to get to know who you are personally with this person, or have you been living for this person, or have you been living with this person? There's a difference.
The first question, no.
Okay.
The last question, been living with them all through. The second question, could you mind repeating it?
So I asked you if the 11 years you've been with this one person, have you been living for them, meaning doing what they want to do, holding them down, making sure they're good, living for them, making sure they get what they need, get what they want, not putting yourself
More
ahead
or
of
less.
More or less. Okay. Instead of when living with them means that you're both living sovereignty, meaning you're doing you, they're doing them, and then you work together. See what I'm saying? There's a difference between living with someone and living for someone. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
now
do.
what your question is to me is I'm choosing myself, which tells me that during the 11 years you weren't choosing yourself. Okay? Now, if I was to talk
And
to you
today I told him we needed to end it because
because what?
today, honestly, I guess I realized that everything what you're saying, I've been living for this person, and I would have continued to,
Okay.
if the truth didn't come to light through my daughter.
So let me ask you this question. Has he been a good provider? This is a very yes or no question. I'm asking these questions for a reason. I don't want you to make him the villain, and I don't want you to be the villain. So I'm asking you very specific questions for a reason, Sierra. So I'm going to ask you a question. Was he a good provider?
I think that he's been trying.
No.
I think that he's been trying.
Has he been doing the right thing by you as far as a provider? Period. He's young. You're both very young people. You don't realize it. You're doing
He's
adult things at a very young age. From the time you were 21 years old. How old is he?
he's 39.
He's 39. So when he met you, he was older than you. So the question I'm asking you is, has he done the best he can to make sure you guys had a good life? Honestly.
I don't know how to answer that honestly because of everything that has transpired and this, like earlier today on your live, you mentioned
Okay.
this rabbit hole, and
Okay.
I've been through
Yeah.
a rabbit hole, and I've found things out on social. Like there's a whole life happening.
Okay.
Um,
So he
and
is basically at the end of
I
the
guess
day,
I'm over all of that. I'm
Mhm.
over it.
right. So what you're saying to me is the fact that he, via social media and other ways, you found out that he's been living another life with someone else, or at least showing, like he's showing a side of himself that he doesn't show with you, but he shows with someone else. So it's basically like he's living a double life. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's circle back to
Yeah.
this energy because it's
Yeah,
exposing everybody.
I told you that this Saturn in Aries and this Neptune in Aries is all about exposure, and I've been saying that since day one. It's going to be a shit show. So let me ask you this, Sierra. What you want to do is basically you want to be autonomous of him. You want to be away from him. You want to have your own life. You want to have your own apartment. You want to pay your own bills. You want to do all the things that Sierra wants to do, and she just doesn't want to be part of this anymore. Correct? That's what the higher self Sierra is saying. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the inner child Sierra is saying, no, keep the relationship. It's just going to pass. It is what it is. My mother's been through it. My grandmother's been through it. Everyone's gone through it. It is what it is. Everybody's experienced it. What's the big deal? Am I making sense?
Yeah. Perfect sense.
Okay. So now the question I need to ask you, and this is the big $1 million question, Sierra. I'm telling you, I'm going to help you out as best I can here. The big $1 million question is, if this man was to go and move on with his life, let you go, let you go, let you go live your own life, do whatever you want to do, date the guy that I know you like, because I know you have a guy in the background, so we're not going to get into that right now, but I know that you're not single mingle, okay? And you think that the grass is greener someplace else, and he lets you water that grass. Don't get mad when he starts watering someone else's, and then you wondering why he's watering theirs and not yours anymore. You gotta really, I know you're mad right now, but you gotta really, really think about that. Does everybody make sense what I just said? The men, go ahead, men. I need you to chime in. This is your job.
100%.
Okay.
1,000%.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
10,000% correct.
Okay. Because this is the situation, Sierra, and I'm being totally honest with you. I don't think it's right that he fucks around. I don't think it's right that he's fucking around with him on social media. I don't think it's right that he's doing any of that shit. I don't think it is. I don't. But I also don't think that everybody is an angel in the relationship. And I think
You're absolutely right.
And I
You're
think what has
absolutely
to come
right.
to, I think what you want is freedom. And that is the number 5. Today is the day of freedom. It's what you want is freedom. But I want to say something, and for the women that are listening and everybody else around, women want freedom until they get it. Then they get it, and they realize that we're not meant to be free. We're meant to be with somebody. We are maters naturally. And it's just what it is. So I'm just saying this out of just knowing and working with people for a very, 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 very long time. I have seen many women throw away thinking the grass is greener someplace else and throwing the baby out with the bathwater, and then come back to me 2 or 3 years later wanting the person they threw away because they see the other person is shining like a new penny, and now they want that penny back. And guess what? I found out that the penny they picked up ain't no motherfucking penny at all. It's a dud. And that is a reality that is scary as fuck, because that's what you're experiencing right now. Is the grass greener someplace else? If I decide to walk away from this relationship, am I walking into something better, or am I walking into something worse? If you're gonna walk away from this relationship, Sierra, then walk away single as a dollar bill. That means you don't date nobody, you don't talk to nobody, you use Bob, the battery operated boyfriend. There is nobody you talk to, you don't see nobody, you don't talk to nobody, you don't move in with nobody, you don't do shit. You stay by yourself to learn about yourself before you get in with bed with someone else. Because guess who the problem's going to become? It's not going to become the other person, it's going to become you, because you will become the common denominator of why relationships don't work in your life. Then you can no
And I
longer
think you're
blame
getting
him.
that because I've done that in the past. I've done that in the past, and I
See?
said I've walked away from me, and then, I ended up, somewhere else. And to
Right?
be honest with you, I'm kind of tired of that shit,
I know
too.
you are, sweetie, and that's why I'm trying to help you. That's why I don't want you to walk away from something right
So go
now.
ahead.
You're
Let me
angry.
know.
You're angry. You want to let go. You want a new path. And I think that the person you're currently with, what's his birthday?
I'm June 7. He is May 18.
So he's a Taurus.
I'm
So
a sun and rising Gemini.
okay. So you're really big on aesthetics. You like things to look a certain way. And if they don't look a certain way and you feel like a fool, you're going to come for somebody. So this is what I'm going to say, and this is how I'm going to say it. I think you need to have a conversation with your current relationship and be like, what are we doing? Let's think about therapy. Let's think about something we want to do. If he's willing to do that, which I feel he is, that's just me. I could be wrong, but I feel like he's willing to have that conversation with you. But whatever's missing inside of him, whatever he's doing of why he's cheating, fucking around, looking at other girls, whatever the story may be, it's probably most likely happening because something in him is missing. He has to fill that void. He's not going to, just like you're not going to fill the void by messing around with another guy or getting into another relationship. Both of you have real voids. And what both of you can do right now is fill those voids with one another by actually having honest conversations, which I don't think neither one of you have had in a very, very long time.
Part of that also,
How do you
I
begin?
want to make sure that I'm, one, how do I begin? But am I doing right by my kids too? All three of them.
Yes.
All three of
Well,
them.
I'm going
I
to tell
have
you right
two
now.
with him, and
Yeah.
I,
So you have two with
and
him and one with someone
and
else.
and a lot of that's hard to also
Yeah.
navigate,
Their feelings, their emotions, right? Uprooting their
am I
lives.
doing right in doing this? Am I doing right by my kids?
Sierra, you're doing the best you can. If you're doing, I'm not going to say that, I'm going to say, oh, you're doing right by your kids. Your kids chose you as their mommy. So whatever's going on with you, they're going to get through it. Just as long as you're around, Sierra, as long as you wake up every single day with the intention of making your life better and your children's lives better, you're always going to be a good mommy. Always going to be a good mommy. As long as you keep choosing your children and keep choosing you, you're always going to be a good mommy, baby. Always. You know what? I have children. There's times when my kids look at me and they're mad as hell. Choices I've made, decisions I've made. My husband still hears me cry at night. How many times I've had to leave my children alone because I had to work. How many times I had to leave town and not be there for parties and birthdays and holidays because I was jet setting around the world, but I was also making money to pay the bills. And people thought I was jet setting happily and got the idea of me all wrong. I was doing what I could do for my children because my children mattered more than anybody. And I didn't want to go live with a man, and I could have. I had many options, had many men who were willing to put me up and pay all the bills so I can stay home and do all the things. But I knew being with that relationship, and it was going to be that man was going to have to come first, and not my children. And I was not willing to put a man before my children. So
I feel like maybe that's where I'm also conflicted. Like
yes,
I don't want to go back to my old self. That's not what I'm trying to
know.
do. No. I want to.
What about
I
the
made
first
a
baby
decision,
daddy?
but I want to. Oh God.
What's going on with the first baby daddy? Because they just brought that up to me.
Nothing.
Okay, so we have
Nothing.
so baby daddy number one is gone. Baby daddy number two is taking care of baby number one, correct?
Okay.
He's the father, correct? He's taking care of baby number one. Baby daddy
Correct.
2 is taking care of baby daddy number 1's child, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Her father's very much in her
Right.
life, but yes,
Yes.
you know,
So
the
again, Sierra,
yes,
you got to fill your void. We got to figure out where you're feeling empty. This has nothing to do with him. This is more of a you.
yeah,
Because you're
I
about
feel
to do,
that, and
yeah,
that's
it's a you situation. You just don't know who you are, honey. You're confused. You don't know who you are. You're
and
your 3
I
kids'
just
mommy. You're his girlfriend. You're in this one's girlfriend. You're in that one's girlfriend. You know what I mean? You don't know who you are. So the first way to start learning out who you are and what you like and what you don't like is the first thing is you say, I don't like feeling betrayed, meaning the current man you're with betraying you. But guess who's betraying herself every day? Guess who's matching that energy? There you go. And every single time you
yeah,
think the grass is greener someplace else, you're betraying yourself again. Every single time you think life is better someplace else and not with him, you're betraying yourself again. Every single time you think that this is, that you're hurting your kids, you feel like a failure, you lower your vibration. There comes the lower vibration entity of another man who walks into your life. Hey, baby, you look good. Yeah, I could take care of you better than a man can. Blah, 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 blah. You love the words. You're a Gemini rising. You're a Gemini. You love a good love bomb. You just do. You love a good love bomb. And it's something in you. It's just part of who you are. And that's the parts that you need to learn about yourself, Sierra. And it's tough. It's not easy. I had to learn me. At 35, I had to learn me. So I am being told
that's what it is. Like, I'm staying here, am I love bombing myself? Am I just choosing potential? Like,
you're choosing potential. You're choosing the love bombing. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Love a good love bomb. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
So whoever's talking in your ear, the sweet nothings, I am almost positive his bank account is negative. Pretty much can
I'm not
guarantee it.
talking to anybody. There's
I'm
nobody
sure
that I've been talking to at
there's
all.
about 6 payments behind on a car payment and about 20. But the current relationship you're in is the one you need to be working on.
Not like you're talking about my life.
Yeah. The current relationship you need to be working on is the one you're in, right? So let's stay focused on the one you're in. Why toss the baby out with the bathwater? Maybe there's potential here. Maybe whatever's happening is happening because he needs to have an honest conversation with you. I think the men can honestly give it their own point of view, but what would you say to someone like Sierra who's in this position? Because obviously you both guys, because the looks on your faces alone.
Listen,
Are you judging me?
I don't have
I'm open. Give me the feedback. It is what
Sierra
it is.
wants
I'm a
the
very
feedback.
I take it and I deal with it and I gotta face it. So it is.
Okay, so first going around the room, Eric, what's your advice for Sierra as a man listening to her?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that people fail at is communicating,
Okay.
right? And communicating bluntly. It's one thing to have a talk,
but women towards men?
both.
Okay.
But if you feel a certain way and you're in a certain position,
Okay.
speak about it
Okay.
bluntly.
Okay.
Even if it hurts.
Delivery means everything, though.
But
Delivery does,
but Sierra, you can't go. You can't be like this though, Sierra. Let me fucking tell you
That's
something.
what I mean.
Like
Delivery.
that you cannot do. You know what I mean? It's where you gotta come in with like a piece of paper and a pen and have your shit written down and be like, so I want to talk about number one, and I want to talk. Yep, I want to talk about number two.
I feel like this with you.
Yeah, exactly, and that's it.
Well,
so go ahead, Eric.
I think one of the important things that you said is that a lot of the hurts and pains and actions that people take is something. It's a projection of a self. Right. So Sarah, you're feeling certain things, and I feel like these are things that project from you.
Right.
He's feeling certain things that project from him. Until y'all can communicate that to each other without looking at each other and pointing the finger and say, you're making me feel this.
Yes.
It's going to be very hard to bridge that gap. So you got to bridge that gap.
You got to bridge the gap. And I think the two of you are so on separate fields right now. You both have your own houses, your own lawns. And I think both of you don't know who's pooping on whose lawn right now. I mean, you're all fucked up. So it's about bringing yourselves together. I don't think, and I could say this just from my own personal experience, again, listening to working with other people, and you guys can chime in, Los, you can chime in, Eric. If a man did not want you, he would have already had you gone.
Facts.
Been gone.
You would have already been gone. So it's apparently he wants you.
My word of advice.
Yes.
Definitely. I think, out of all of this, and I know that we mentioned therapy. Yeah. I think solo therapy first.
Oh, absolutely. Get to know who you are.
You have to do the work yourself.
Yes.
Because until you can work on yourself, you can't be the best version of yourself to have that conversation with somebody that
Yes.
you care about.
Yes, exactly. And therapy is not 2 or 3, conversations with a therapist. I'm talking about getting dig deep. And this is where people like myself come into play, Sierra. This is why people hire me, because they go to regular therapy, they go to therapists, they go to psychiatrists, they go to psychologists. The psychologists, they call me. These doctors call me, and they're like, I don't know how to help this woman.
You got all the answers.
Yeah, like, you gotta help me out here. Is there a thing going on with the astrology? What's going on? She's, and they come to me, and they that's why I get paid the big bucks, because I understand the dynamics of relationships and what the core is. So what I picked up with you right now, and then I'm gonna have to hang up because I'm being told by my producer that I've spent way too much time with you, but we have a lot of love for you, and I appreciate you. But I just picked up, whatever happened to you at the age of 6 is now what's coming back around now at the age of 33. So something occurred to you in your life at the age of 6 years old, which is now bringing all of this up at the age of 33. Do you know what that is? Where were you living at 6 years old?
Bronx.
The Bronx. Who were you living with?
I was living with my parents.
Okay.
Wow, I think that we were in the process of like going from Staten Island back to the Bronx.
Okay. So there's a major move, and nobody knows what the move was,
but
the energy
that's not only it. That's not only it, though, Jay. If I'm gonna be raw, that's not only it. It was that, but it was also, I vividly remember. I guess I'm gonna go there. Child.
You were being touched at 6?
By another kid?
Yes. What were you going to say?
By another kid.
By another kid. You were being touched by another child. Yeah, by another child.
Oh
at
my
that
God!
age.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
What? I can't believe that this is. I can't believe this is.
This is the deep shame. This is the deep shame and guilt that you feel, and this is why you never feel like you're good enough for anyone or anything. That's why you chase other people to give you validation. See what I'm saying? That's why validation is so important to you, because you had this happen to you, and because it's so deeply rooted in you, it's hard to always feel good enough, because you feel shame and you feel guilt. So you have to get to the root of it. And so this is part of the root. See where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I do.
So, and this is what I help people do. Get to the root of things.
Oh my God, I didn't expect all of this now.
But you know something? That's why you're a good mommy, and that's why you protect your kids, and that's why you're always afraid. Like, am I always going to be a good mommy? Can I protect my kids? I want to make sure. All right, I have to hang up. I'm being yelled. I'm getting the looks of daggers. All right. But thank you so very much, and thank you for sharing your time with us. I really appreciate it, and whatever I can do, I'll help you as much as I possibly can. Okay?
Thank you, guys. I'm so sorry for taking up your time.
No, that's okay. That's okay. All good. All good. All right. We're going to take one more call because I feel like I should. I feel terrible.
Crystal called.
Where are we at?
We got Crystal.
Oh,
we got Crystal on the line.
Crystal on the line. I'm so sorry, Crystal. I kept you on hold.
Gilligan's Island.
I know. I'm so sorry. This is not even the 2-hour show. It was not until next week.
I mean,
I'm sorry, Jay.
No, Crystal, I'm here for you, honey. Okay, so you're the one with the dad had passed away and the 2 brothers, and I said to you that your grandmother had a lot to do with the breakdown of that relationship between the 2 brothers. Does that make sense? Is that what you heard from the family?
Yes, I only heard the story from my mother, and she said she wasn't sure if it was due to jealousy between the brothers, but they did have an argument that led to my dad going outside, and they got in a tussle, and somehow the other brother went into the home and got a knife and stabbed him, and he died there on the scene.
And so did this happen in the summer, or whose birthday was in the summer? Who was the June or July?
Well, his birthday, I know on his death certificate is March, but he died in November.
But when did... June or July, I'm being shown again. So I don't know whose birthday was that. Who is the M name? Was it with the uncle's birthday or no?
I don't know his birthday. I really don't know any information regarding him.
Who's the M name?
I'm not 100% sure.
First name, last name?
It wouldn't be their mom name. It could be his name. His brother name.
Okay. Who's the L initial?
L.
I know you're gonna get amnesia right now, and then you're gonna hang up with me and hate yourself for this.
Well, to be honest, I really don't know too much about my dad's side people.
Okay, so you're not gonna really have any idea to connect with him that way. So to ask if does he have any messages for you, I'm gonna tell you right. Were you? You weren't even born yet when was your mother still pregnant?
I wasn't. My mom was still pregnant. She had to be at least about 3 months pregnant with me because I due the next following year in May. I died. He died before I even got a chance to meet him.
Did your mother have 2 more kids after you? Just curious. I don't know why I just got that.
She had 1 more.
Did she
have a younger sister.
Okay. So you just want to know if your dad has any messages for you. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say this to you so I don't want you to take it this personally or feel any type of way. Yeah. His job was done with you. Once he brought you into this world, once he connected with your mother, his job was not to connect with you in this life. Just
okay.
You chose him. You chose your mother and you chose your father. It was never meant for you to have him in your life in this lifetime. Okay. He was a conduit. Yeah. Actually, I can get even deeper, but when situations like this arise and I hear about these type of stories, these are karmic debts that get paid. Takes his life in order to exchange another if they want to pay a karmic debt, especially if they have unborn children that survive or outlive them.
Yes. Well, can I ask a question, Jay?
Sure.
Because it's kind of ironic that I lost a baby girl and she was due to come around his birthday around March 23rd. And I lost her in November, as well as the time frame that he died in November. It's the karmic
debt. It's the debt. It's the debt. It's the debt of his mother. I don't know what his mother was into. I don't know what his mother was up to. I gotta tell you right now, but it wasn't good. Because there's a tax on so in generational lineage and spirituality, there's a tax on the lineage of the children, so or on the child. Okay, so in some cases, in this particular case, in your case specifically, dates being one of the reasons to show up. Just like me, I was born on my mother's birthday, and then I married somebody with the same birthday. It was nothing is a coincidence, is what I'm trying to say. So I think with you, it's a karmic debt that was paid. And I think you losing your child and having that was another debt. So I think your debts have been paid, is what I'm being told.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know because I don't want to experience another.
You don't have to experience none of that. No more. Done. That's why I tell people all the time, don't fuck around and find out, because the shit comes down to the lineage of the children and then beyond. And I cannot stress enough how many people come to me and they tell me they fucked around and found out, and then their daughter is trying to have a baby and they wanted a man that didn't want them, so they went to some bruja and they did this and they did that, and now they can't produce, they can't do a lot of things.
Yes, because over the course of years, my mom told me like his mom wasn't too good of a woman. She had a lot of troubles and things she was going in and out of with different men.
Right.
So he had multiple siblings, but even a lot of the siblings distanced themselves from that mom because of what she was into.
That's why I said it was the mother from the jump. I was like getting something was up with the mom. She created the divide within the children. She created the divide, and it could have been because she had children with multiple men. So there's there's a thousand which ways till Sunday we can pull this apart. But Crystal, I'm gonna have to go because the show is over. The show's been over for a minute, for quite some time now. I don't even know what time it is. I gotta look at the clock.
Yeah,
It's
we're going to
9:15.
end up doing
Oh
3 hours.
shit, we're about 15 hours over. All right then, 15 minutes. But thank you so much, Crystal, for calling in. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
Sierra.
much, Jay. I
Oh, you're so
appreciate
welcome.
you.
And I love the fact you guys tune in. So just keep tuning in. Everybody, I just want to let you all know, once again, 515 J Show, text line 315 J Show. Thank you so much to Sierra. Thank you so much for the call ins. Thank you so much for the text messages. Thank you to Eric, Los, and Bianca. Thank you to my husband, Big Tone Poppy. Thank you to Lord Larry over there. Lord LD. Lord LD. Thank you to Lord LD.
Thanks,
Thank you to
Lily.
Micah Fawcett. Thank you to Lily for taking some vids and doing some PTSs. Thank you so much to everybody for joining us tonight. Always, it's a good time with us. Next week is a 2-hour show. I am going to have an astrologer on. Get your birth times ready. If you don't have a birth time, you are not getting read. Birth time. If you do not have a birth time, you're not getting read. You understand me? And I just want to again say thank you so much. Just be weary and leery about the next couple of weeks. It's going to be explosive, people, and I am here to help you, and I'm here to guide you, and I'm here to aid you. Make sure you go to my website, jrae.com. Pop